Have you ever wondered why some entrepreneurs seem to have the Midas touch, turning every business venture into gold, while others struggle to keep their heads above water? What if I told you that the secret to their success could be yours too? Hello and welcome to my channel, where I share with you the best tips and tricks on how to achieve financial success and freedom. Today, we're diving deep into the world of finance, uncovering the common pitfalls that can sink your business and learning from those who've navigated these treacherous waters successfully. Alright, let's get started. Entrepreneurship is a rewarding but challenging journey. It takes a lot of courage, creativity, and perseverance to start your own business and make it grow. But along the way, you might encounter some obstacles and pitfalls that can derail your progress or even ruin your dreams. That's why it's important to learn from the experiences of other successful entrepreneurs who have overcome these challenges and achieved amazing results. By studying their stories, you can gain valuable insights and wisdom that can help you avoid making the same mistakes they did, or at least minimize the impact of those mistakes. In this video, I'm going to share with you 10 common financial pitfalls that entrepreneurs face, and how you can avoid them by following the lessons learned from some of the most successful entrepreneurs in history. Let's begin with the first pitfall. 1. Not having a clear vision and purpose for your business. One of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make is starting a business without having a clear vision and purpose for what they want to achieve and why they want to achieve it. Without a clear vision and purpose, you will lack direction, focus, and motivation. You will also have a hard time communicating your value proposition to your customers, investors, and partners. The lesson here is to start with why. Why do you want to start a business? What problem are you trying to solve? What value are you trying to create? How are you going to make a difference in the world? One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who started with why is Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and CEO of Facebook. Zuckerberg's vision was to connect the world and make it more open and social. He was passionate about creating a platform where people could share their stories, opinions, and interests with others. He didn't start Facebook for money or fame, he started it because he believed in his vision and purpose. So, before you start your business, ask yourself, what is your why? What is your vision and purpose? Write it down and keep it in mind whenever you make decisions or face challenges. 2. Not validating your idea before launching. Another common mistake that entrepreneurs make is launching their product or service without validating their idea first. Validation means testing your assumptions and hypotheses about your target market, customer needs, value proposition, pricing, distribution channels, etc. Validation helps you avoid wasting time, money, and resources on building something that nobody wants or needs. The lesson here is to test before you invest. Don't fall in love with your idea so much that you ignore the feedback from your potential customers. Don't assume that you know what they want or need, ask them directly. Use surveys, interviews, focus groups, landing pages, prototypes, beta versions, etc., to gather data and feedback from your target audience. Use this data and feedback to refine your idea and improve your product or service. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who tested before he invested is Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. Gates started his career by telling a little white lie. He told MITS, a computer company, that he had developed a basic interpreter for their microcomputer, the Altair 8800. The truth was he hadn't written any software at all, he just wanted to get their attention and secure a deal. He then quickly created a demonstration of the software that impressed MITS enough to hire him. Gates used this opportunity to validate his idea that there was a demand for software for personal computers. He then went on to create Microsoft Basic, which became one of the most popular programming languages in history. So, before you launch your product or service, ask yourself, how can I validate my idea? How can I test my assumptions and hypotheses? How can I get feedback from my potential customers? 3. Not managing your cash flow properly. Cash flow is the lifeblood of any business. It is the amount of money that flows in and out of your business over a period of time. Cash flow is different from profit. Profit is the difference between your revenue and expenses. Cash flow is the difference between your cash inflows and outflows. You can have a profitable business but still run out of cash if you don't manage your cash flow properly. The lesson here is to keep an eye on your cash flow. Don't spend more than you earn. Don't invest more than you can afford. Don't let your expenses exceed your revenue. Don't let your customers pay you late. Don't let your inventory pile up. Don't let your taxes surprise you. Don't let your cash flow problems kill your business. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who kept an eye on his cash flow is Elon Musk, the founder of Tesla, SpaceX, and many other ventures. Musk faced many cash flow challenges in his career, especially in 2008, when both Tesla and SpaceX were on the verge of bankruptcy. He had to borrow money from his friends, sell his personal assets, and invest his own money to keep his companies alive. He also had to negotiate with his suppliers, customers, and investors to secure more funding and revenue. Musk managed to survive the crisis and turn his companies around by focusing on his cash flow and making sure that he had enough money to cover his expenses and investments. So, before you spend or invest your money, ask yourself, how will this affect my cash flow? How much money do I have coming in and going out? How can I increase my cash inflows and decrease my cash outflows? 4. Not hiring the right people for your team. Your team is one of your most valuable assets as an entrepreneur. Your team can make or break your business. Your team can help you execute your vision, solve problems, create value, and grow your business. But hiring the right people for your team is not easy. It takes time, effort, and skill to find, attract, recruit, train, motivate, and retain the best talent for your business. The lesson here is to hire slow and fire fast. Don't rush into hiring people just because you need them urgently or because they have impressive resumes or credentials. Take your time to assess their fit with your vision, culture, values, and goals. Take your time to test their skills, knowledge, attitude, and personality. Take your time to check their references and background. And if you realize that you made a hiring mistake, don't hesitate to fire them fast. Don't let them drag down your performance, morale, or reputation. Don't let them waste your time, money, or resources. Don't let them ruin your business. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who hired slow and fired fast is Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was known for being very selective and demanding when it came to hiring people for his company. He only wanted to work with the best of the best, people who shared his vision, passion, and standards of excellence. He also didn't tolerate mediocrity or incompetence. He fired people who didn't meet his expectations or who didn't fit with his culture. Jobs built a team of talented and loyal people who helped him create some of the most innovative and successful products in history. So, before you hire or fire someone for your team, ask yourself, is this person the right fit for my business? Does this person have the skills, knowledge, attitude, and personality that I need? Does this person share my vision, culture, values, and goals? 5. Not delegating tasks and responsibilities. As an entrepreneur, you might be tempted to do everything yourself. You might think that you are the best person for every job, that you can do it faster, better, or cheaper than anyone else, that you can save money by not hiring or outsourcing, that you can control everything by not letting go. But this is a recipe for disaster. You will end up being overwhelmed, exhausted, stressed out, and burned out. You will also end up limiting your growth potential and missing out on opportunities. The lesson here is to delegate effectively. Delegation means entrusting tasks and responsibilities to other people who have the ability and authority to perform them. Delegation helps you free up your time and energy for more important things, things that only you can do, things that add more value to your business, things that move you closer to your goals. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who delegated effectively is Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group, is one of the most successful and prolific entrepreneurs in history. He has created and run over 400 businesses in various sectors, such as music, aviation, media, health, space, and more. He has also achieved many remarkable feats, such as crossing the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans in a hot air balloon, circumnavigating the globe in a jet, and launching the first commercial spaceflight company. How did he do all that? By delegating effectively. Branson is known for being a great leader who empowers and trusts his team to run his businesses. He doesn't micromanage or interfere with their decisions, he lets them do their jobs and supports them along the way. He also hires people who are smarter and more experienced than him in their fields, he learns from them and listens to their advice. He also outsources tasks that are not his core competencies or that he doesn't enjoy doing. He focuses on his strengths and passions. Branson delegated effectively by following these principles. Define the desired outcome and expectations clearly. Choose the right person or team for the task or responsibility. Provide the necessary resources, tools, and information. Communicate frequently and openly. Monitor progress and provide feedback. Recognize and reward achievements. So, before you do something yourself, ask yourself, can I delegate this task or responsibility? Who can do it better or faster than me? How can I help them succeed? 6. Not adapting to changes and challenges. The business world is constantly changing and evolving. New technologies, trends, markets, competitors, regulations, customer preferences, etc., can create new opportunities or threats for your business. As an entrepreneur, you need to be aware of these changes and challenges and be ready to adapt to them. You need to be flexible, agile, and resilient. You need to be willing to learn new skills, adopt new strategies, experiment with new ideas, and pivot when necessary. The lesson here is to embrace change and challenge. Don't resist or ignore them, they are inevitable and unavoidable. Don't be afraid or complacent, they are opportunities for growth and innovation. Don't be rigid or stubborn, they are signals for improvement and transformation. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who embraced change and challenge is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Bezos started Amazon as an online bookstore in 1994. But he didn't stop there, he expanded his business into selling almost everything online, from books to electronics to groceries to cloud computing services. He also diversified his business into other ventures, such as Kindle, Alexa, Prime Video, Audible, Twitch, The Washington Post, Blue Origin, etc. Bezos embraced change and challenge by following these principles. Be customer-centric. Focus on delivering value and satisfaction to your customers. Anticipate their needs and wants. Listen to their feedback and complaints. Be innovative. Experiment with new products, services, features, models, etc. Test your assumptions and hypotheses. Learn from your failures and successes. Be long-term oriented. Don't chase short-term profits or fads. Invest in your future vision and goals. Think big and act boldly. So, before you stick to your current plan or situation, ask yourself, what changes or challenges are happening in my environment? How can I adapt to them? How can I use them to my advantage? 7. Not marketing your product or service effectively. You might have the best product or service in the world, but if nobody knows about it or cares about it, you won't make any sales or revenue. Marketing is the process of creating awareness, interest, desire, and action for your product or service among your target audience. Marketing is essential for attracting customers, building relationships, generating leads, converting sales, increasing loyalty, and growing your business. The lesson here is to market smartly. Don't rely on word of mouth or luck, they are not enough or reliable. Don't spam or annoy your audience, they will ignore or reject you. Don't copy or follow your competitors, they will outsmart or outrun you. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who marketed smartly is Oprah Winfrey. The media mogul and philanthropist is one of the most influential and successful entrepreneurs in history. She started her career as a television host and producer, and later expanded her empire into magazines, books, movies, podcasts, streaming services, etc. She also founded her own network, OWN, and her own magazine, O. Winfrey marketed smartly by following these principles. Be authentic. Be yourself and share your story, values, and beliefs. Be honest and transparent with your audience. Be vulnerable and relatable with your audience. Be generous. Provide value and service to your audience. Give them useful information, advice, inspiration, and entertainment. Give them gifts, rewards, and opportunities. Be influential. Build trust and credibility with your audience. Establish yourself as an expert and a leader in your field. Endorse or partner with other reputable brands or personalities. So, before you market your product or service, ask yourself, how can I be authentic, generous, and influential with my audience? How can I create awareness, interest, desire, and action for my product or service? 8. Not measuring your performance and results. You can't improve what you don't measure. Measuring your performance and results means tracking and analyzing the key metrics and indicators that reflect the health and progress of your business. Measuring your performance and results helps you evaluate your strengths and weaknesses, identify problems and opportunities, make informed decisions, and take corrective actions. The lesson here is to measure what matters. Don't measure everything or anything, measure the things that are relevant and important for your business. Don't measure vanity metrics or lagging indicators, measure actionable metrics or leading indicators. Don't measure without a purpose or a plan, measure with a goal and a strategy. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who measured what matters is Brian Chesky, the co-founder and CEO of Airbnb. Airbnb is an online platform that connects travelers with hosts who offer accommodation in their homes or properties. Chesky started Airbnb in 2008 with his friends Joe Gebbia and Nathan Blecharczyk as a way to make some extra money by renting out air mattresses in their apartment. Chesky measured what matters by following these principles. Define your key performance indicators, KPIs. KPIs are the metrics that reflect the success or failure of your business objectives. For Airbnb, one of the main KPIs was the number of nights booked on their platform. Collect and analyze data. Data is the information that you gather from various sources, such as your website, app, customers, partners, etc., that can help you measure your KPIs. For Airbnb, one of the sources of data was the feedback from their hosts and guests. Experiment and iterate. Experimentation is the process of testing different ideas, hypotheses, features, etc., to see how they affect your KPIs. Iteration is the process of improving your ideas, hypotheses, features, etc., based on the data and feedback from your experiments. For Airbnb, one of the experiments was to hire professional photographers to take pictures of their hosts' properties. So, before you measure your performance and results, ask yourself, what are my key performance indicators? How can I collect and analyze data? How can I experiment and iterate? 9. Not learning from your mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are inevitable in entrepreneurship. You will make wrong decisions, encounter unexpected obstacles, face fierce competition, deal with unhappy customers, etc. You will also face rejection, criticism, doubt, fear, etc. But mistakes and failures are not the end of the world, they are part of the learning process. They are opportunities to grow and improve. The lesson here is to fail forward. Don't let mistakes and failures stop you or discourage you, let them motivate you and inspire you. Don't blame yourself or others for mistakes and failures, take responsibility for them and learn from them. Don't repeat the same mistakes or failures, avoid them or overcome them. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who failed forward is Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, is one of the most successful and influential entrepreneurs in history. She started Spanx in 2000 with $5,000 and a pair of scissors, and turned it into a billion-dollar empire of shapewear and apparel. She also became the youngest self-made female billionaire in the world. Blakely failed forward by following these principles. Embrace your mistakes and failures. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed by them, be proud and grateful for them. They are proof that you are trying, learning, and growing. They are also stories that you can share with others to inspire them or make them laugh. Learn from your mistakes and failures. Don't ignore or deny them, acknowledge and analyze them. Find out what went wrong, why it went wrong, and how you can prevent it from happening again. Also, find out what went right, why it went right, and how you can replicate it or improve it. Move on from your mistakes and failures. Don't dwell on them or let them define you, accept them and let them go. Focus on the present and the future, not the past. Use your mistakes and failures as fuel for your next action or goal. So, before you give up or quit because of a mistake or failure, ask yourself, how can I embrace my mistake or failure? How can I learn from my mistake or failure? How can I move on from my mistake or failure? 10. Not celebrating your achievements and successes. Achievements and successes are the rewards of entrepreneurship. They are the results of your hard work, creativity, and persistence. They are the validation of your vision, value, and impact. They are the milestones that mark your progress and growth. But achievements and successes are not only for yourself, they are also for others. They are opportunities to share your joy and gratitude with your team, customers, partners, mentors, etc. They are also opportunities to inspire and motivate others to achieve their own goals. The lesson here is to celebrate wisely. Don't ignore or downplay your achievements and successes, acknowledge and appreciate them. Don't boast or brag about your achievements and successes, be humble and gracious about them. Don't rest or settle on your achievements and successes, use them as motivation and inspiration for your next challenge or goal. One of the best examples of an entrepreneur who celebrated wisely is J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. Rowling started her career as a struggling single mother who wrote her first novel in cafes while her daughter slept in a stroller. She faced many rejections and hardships before her book was published and became a global phenomenon. She also faced many controversies and criticisms after her book was adapted into movies and expanded into a franchise. Rowling celebrated wisely by following these principles. Be grateful for your achievements and successes. Don't take them for granted or forget how you achieved them. Remember the people who helped you along the way and thank them sincerely. Don't let your achievements and successes make you arrogant or complacent. Remember the challenges you faced and overcame and be proud of yourself. Be generous with your achievements and successes. Don't keep them to yourself or hoard them, share them with others who supported you or benefited from you. Don't let your achievements and successes make you selfish or greedy, use them to help others who need you or deserve you. Be ambitious with your achievements and successes. Don't stop at your achievements and successes or think that they are enough. Set new goals and challenges for yourself that will stretch you further. Don't let your achievements and successes make you lazy or satisfied, use them to fuel your passion and creativity. So, before you forget or dismiss an achievement or success, ask yourself, how can I be grateful for my achievement or success? How can I be generous with my achievement or success? How can I be ambitious with my achievement or success? As we wrap up this video, remember that every entrepreneur faces financial challenges. But with knowledge, foresight, and a little bit of luck, you can avoid common financial pitfalls and build a successful business. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more entrepreneurship tips and tricks. And as always, keep dreaming big.